I mean, it's accurate to Texas, I guess, because Texas is kind of infamous for the roads being really poorly designed. There's like 800 highways, and none of them go any direction that makes sense. I mean, look at this. Look, you don't need this many highways. They all like, so like you're never on any one highway for longer than like 100 miles. Like, cause you gotta go here, and then you go up here, and then you go back here, and then up here, and all the way up there, and like it just doesn't make any. There's no reason for that. I don't know. Every other state, it kind of makes sense the way that the highways work, but Texas, you're just never on any one highway for any length of time. They have a it's kind of a puzzling layout. I'm sure it's because maybe they had highways that existed before, and then they shoehorned more in, and then now they just decided the answer was more highways, but I don't know. It's a weird thing. And they have a lot of things that aren't on this map also that are like these little the farm to market roads, which makes sense, but then like they run in weird directions, and I don't know. Texas is super difficult to navigate. Not as much in-game, honestly, because they don't actually have that many highways in-game modeled. So you kind of just follow the GPS, and it's not that hard. Like if you look at, like, it's not really all that many highways you can take. But like, for example, I'm pretty sure there's one that runs like right here and up here and merges with 83, and then there's like a little offshoot that goes up here, and then like, why? And there's no reason for another highway here. Like, you have this one, you have this one. There's no reason for a highway straight to here, but then they put one anyway. Probably because of San Antonio, but like, yeah, like I think this 83 goes through, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm thinking of, it might be a farm to market road that's through here, but either way. And then like this area here, well, this area is pretty accurate. Not really a whole lot of roads down here. There's a lot of hills and things. But like, see if I can find an example. Like this right here. What the hell is the point of this? Or rather, what's the point of this when you could have just bridged this right here? I don't understand this part. And then they label it weird because this is 277. This is also 83, and then 83 goes down here and turns into 67, but it's actually 83 because then you have to turn here. And it's just like that. I don't understand why they do their highways like that. There's a lot of puzzling decisions that they made.
Left, and then turn left.
They're probably not the only one either. They're just, out of all the states that I've been to, they're one of the more confusing highway networks. But see, like, for example, look at Dallas. Where's Dallas at? Which, this is because giant metropolitan area, or whatever, right? All of these, that kind of makes sense because Dallas is huge. But then, like, this over here. Why is this? Why is this? Why can't you just... Why is this? Why does this have to be here? And then it does this weird little jog thing and then goes through, and in real life there's offshoots everywhere. And so you have to, like, it's just, like, it doesn't make any sense. See, to me, what makes sense is, like, how Oklahoma does it, right? You have this right here, right? You jog through Lawton a little bit, okay, but then you just go straight through, right? This one here, this actually goes across the whole state, and they don't have it, but like 70, it just goes through, right? And so you go 70 over to 69. Like if you're going to McAllister from Ardmore, you just take 70 up to 69, and then you take 69 in, right? That makes sense. This over here is a little weird because there's hills and things, so I give them a pass for that. Same here. Like up near Tulsa and the Ozarks, this whole area is kind of a clusterfuck. But like, you know, Texas doesn't have that excuse because this entire area right here, except for a little band of hills right here, completely flat. There's nothing here. Nothing here. It's just dust. And this especially, which these aren't actually all that bad. This is a little awkward, but you know, I think 287 actually goes through, and the game just doesn't want you to go that way. But you see, like Woodward, you have it's not simulated in the game, but you have 412 up here that goes to Woodward. You have 52 that goes to Stillwater, which I think is somewhere in here. 52 goes from Stillwater all the way to Highway 3 somewhere. And then there's Edmond somewhere in here, and there's Guthrie up here, and Guthrie has 33 running through it. 33, I think it's actually right in here technically, because the map is a little compressed, but 33 runs up through here and connects up with 3. I think it actually jogs, I don't know, it does a weird little jog, but it makes sense, right? Because it's east-west, north-south, generally speaking, and sometimes like 44 does this little weird jog so it can get to Lawton, but that makes sense. And even this up here, look at the way this is built, right? You know, you have your main thoroughfare through Wichita, which has all kinds of things on it. You have your little bypass here. That makes sense. Because if you're going to Kansas City, you don't need to go through Wichita, so you go on your bypass, right? And that makes sense. You go up here to Salina, that makes sense. North, east, west. Maybe you want to go down here. Well, that makes sense. You know, 50 just goes through. And even this makes sense. Like, these guys get a pass because it's mostly mountains in here. But you see what I'm saying here? I don't know. It's a weird like. I'm just like this is my little road engineer moment here where I'm just like, why this? Why this is unnecessary. This is nasty. What even is this? You have 800 highways leading to Victoria, okay? Like, I get it. Victoria's probably a big city. I've never been there, but it's probably industry or something. But, like, what the hell is this? Why would you do this? This makes no sense. Right? This makes no sense. This, okay, I assume it connects to other things, but, like, why? Why is this? Why is this? It doesn't connect to anything. 59, okay, 59 actually makes sense through there. It's a bad example. But, like, I don't know. They have unnecessary highways that don't make any sense. And the way that they run doesn't make any, everybody else does mostly, they try to stay east, west, north, south, right? So, like, if you're in Albuquerque and you want to go to Roswell, you go this way, then you take this highway, which does this little jog, probably because there's a town in here somewhere. You know, it's a state highway. They're going to wind a little bit. But most of the time, it goes straight, right? Makes sense. What the hell is this? The hell is this? Why is this here? Like 183. Why does 183 need to be here? There's already a highway up here and down here. You have also another one that's not simulated, this right here. Why? And then you have this here. Texas, it's a big place, but there aren't this many people. Like, you don't need this many highways. You could just make the ones that you have better and wider, and it would be fine. With the exception of Dallas. Dallas is, I mean, it's not well built, but it's necessary to have this many routes because Dallas is huge. But, like the rest of the state, why? Why this, especially? This area is completely flat. There's nothing here until you get down here to Fort Stockton. There's some mountains. But, like, there's nothing here. Why? Why this? I don't know. It's a weird tangent. A weird little rant.